It's devastating. And yes, I have a large amount of family members, pretty big family members on both sides of my family. My brothers and sisters and my father lived there. Unfortunately, my father's 79. He lives alone, diabetic. And luckily, I was able to get diabetic strips to him prior to this occurrence. The town of Jabucoa has no way of any passage. And looking at the map where my father lives, there's a small river that goes across the area where he lives. So there, the passage was impossible. So trying to wait to hear his voice and make sure that he was okay was very nerve wracking, I'm sure, for myself and many other people that are trying to get a hold of their family members. And it was very, I would say, sporadic. Like you couldn't, the connection was not clear. The only thing that I could pick up was that he was suffering because there was no electricity, and he was very low on diesel for his amp to keep going. And it wasn't just him; it was the neighbors as well, who I know very well. So yeah, it was heartbreaking for me to hear my dad say those words, and that there was water in his room. Not quite sure if he said he was trying to get water out of his room, or if it was that he was trying to make sure that it doesn't come into his room. But I know for sure it did. 79-year-old lives by himself, no electricity, no water. And at this point, because some of the power lines were down, we don't know how long it's going to be before he does have electric. He said he was just using it to keep the refrigerator going because, diabetics do keep their medication in the refrigerator. So at least he has that to help him out. And some of the neighbors that I contacted to make sure he was okay are helping him out. If I was there, then I know that I would have some peace of mind, and I would be working to make sure that, the house is clean from all the mud that's, coming through from mudslides, and making sure his health is okay because he is not healthy. So that's why it makes it, disconcerting and nerve wracking.